Hello my friends! In today's video, we'll be going over the new Get Ready With Me Cosmetics multi-use creamy tint, and I'll be showing you how I applied it all over my face. But before we get started, I just want to introduce myself for the maybe new people who will watch. Hello, my name is Audrey. I am a college student and I love making makeup content. So if you want to see more content like that, please subscribe down below. With all that, if you want to know my thoughts, just keep on watching. So this is the Get Ready With Me Cosmetics multi-use creamy tint. So the claims here are that it's long-lasting and hydrating, and you can use it on your lids, cheeks, and lips. It has a velvety matte finish with a little bit of sheen for that extra glow. You can use a brush, sponge, or finger to apply these multi-use creamy tints. I opened the seal and this is what it looks like. Very cute. Ooh, here do you see? I didn't press it yet, but there is product already in my nozzle. I don't know about that. I want to test this out in many ways. So first I will take a swatch. So I'm just gonna push some product out. Okay, it looks like this. It looks more brown in person, but on screen it looks more red. I'm just gonna spread it out. It smells like watermelon. It's not super thick, but there's some substance to it. So that's what it looks like. Very hard swatch. And this is what it looks like blended out a bit. It does have a slight sheen to it, but I wonder if it will die down. I wanted to compare it to another thing that I have, the Lana Cosmetics Satin Stain Shine in Positive Vibes. Because I use this if I really want to achieve that burnt look, because this is the only brownie rose color I have. This is what it looks like next to it. It's very similar, but this is definitely thicker feeling. As you can see, they're very similar in shade. But what I do with the Satin Stain Shine is I mix it with concealer or foundation, so that it would blend easier on my skin. So I'm gonna take some concealer and I'm gonna mix the two, and this is usually the color I'll get. So they're very different. This looks more orangey, this looks more gray in a way. I will apply it different ways on my face, and let's see how it will apply. So first, for the cheek test, on this side of my face, I just put concealer in this region. I will attempt to put the product on just a fresh base with skincare and sunscreen. I want to see how it will do for a no makeup look. And this side, I put tinted moisturizer and concealer. So this side, I want to see how this will layer on top of a base product. And since tinted moisturizers are trendy right now, I will apply it on tinted moisturizer to see if it layers well. So first, I will take a drop on my hand. For this side of my face, I'll use a finger, because for those who don't wear makeup, like have brushes and sponges, usually you just use your finger. A little bit goes a long way, just put a drop. And I'm just gonna put it on here. So far, it blended really well. It is not as brown as I would have wanted, but it looks very natural. It's still maintaining my shine from my sunscreen. I use the Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel because I know a lot of you guys have this too. So I wanted to see how it fares on top of that type of sunscreen. So as you can see, just gives me a bit of color compared to this. The color, not that unique. Next, I want to take my damp sponge, then take some of this and apply it to the part where I have my tinted moisturizer. Taking a bit, tapping off the excess. Blends well through using a sponge. I don't see, you know, like when I use a wet sponge, sometimes it kind of lifts off the blush or the product I'm using. In blending, I think they're pretty much equal. So far, so good. I like the color. It looks very sunburnt. very summery. It's just good that it's not matte because I know Mae Layug, the creator of GRWM Cosmetics, she likes matte because her skin's oily, but I want dewy. So far so good. So I'm just gonna place powder on top of this, then layer more of the cream blush to see if it layers well. So I'm just taking some face powder, trying to mattify the skin. Look at this, very matte. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this, very tiny. I'm gonna pat it on top. I don't want to use a sponge because I feel like that's a recipe for disaster because it's wet, but I want to see how it layers on top of the powder. It's a little patchy, like a little bit, like I see a splotch of darkness here, but other than that, it blended well over powder. So for example, you accidentally put powder already, you're like, oh no, I can't use the blush. You can still layer it on, but I have that tiny mark on my skin where I placed the powder. Okay, next, I don't really use multi-use products other than if it's for lips, it's for lips, if it's for eyes, it's for eyes. But let's see it on the eyes. For the eye test, I'll put on both eyes, but on the right eye, I'll attempt to put another eyeshadow on top to see if it layers well. I'm gonna take a bit and spread it on the eyes. I'm not sure how good of a color this is for you guys. Kind of looks like I got stung on the eyes, like a mosquito bite. It's like my eyelid is just one big mosquito bite. But on the eyelids, it blends well also. I decided I'll try to put on both eyes so they look kind of equal and they won't look so weird. I'll take this shade and put it in the middle. It's laying over nicely. That means the blush is not too sticky that it makes the eyeshadow just stick in one place and not move anymore. It's a nice base. Okay, for the lip side, my lips are kind of dry, but for the lip test, I want to see if it can layer a gloss on top, because from my experience, those that dry down matte and you put a gloss, some of them really become sticky. So I hope that's not the case. So again, I'm gonna squirt out a tiny bit, gonna put it on my mouth. So technically I put 2 soft layers. I like the color on the lips. It feels comfortable. I'll try to see if I can layer on more. It's nice that it comes in a tube. For example, this, I use this on the cheeks, but then I'm scared because I use this mostly on the lips, so I might get bacteria on my cheeks. But the squeezy tube is nice for a true multi-purpose product. Like, I don't get the pot tube for like the lips and the mouth. It's even worse because you have a finger, and then you're putting in the pot, and then you're putting your cheeks, and then your lips. Very nice color. I might break my rule and put it on the lips because it's such a pretty color. Okay, next I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm on top. So right now, it feels velvety, not powdery, okay. I will see if it gets gloopy after putting. I didn't stain my doe foot. Ooh, this is a nice combination. So this is my entire look. Very monochromatic. So let me round out my thoughts and I will end the video. So everything is on my face. Now I want to compare it to other blushes I have because as you can see, it's not the brownish red burnt color I want. It's more of a pinky, I guess. So I want to compare it with the other cream blushes I have. Here I have 2 from Kenmake and 1 from Squad Cosmetics. So first, this is the only liquid blush I have. Formula-wise, I have nothing to compare it with. First, it's the Get Ready With Me Cosmetics one. Looks like that. Next, I'm gonna take the Kenmake one. This one is really pink. Then I feel like I get the same burnt effect when I use it. So let's try. I'm taking this much, putting it here. So it looks like that. Very sheer, blended out. See that? This looks like what's on my cheeks, but in reality, it's this. Because if you spread out the Get Ready With Me Cosmetics one, it doesn't translate like that on my face. It looks very pink. See, I it's not, it looks like this is the same, but it's from this one. Anyway, moving on. This one's next. This is the shade 5 in the Can Make. Like this, much more peachy, and there's some shimmer running through it. Again, it looks closer to what's on my face than the Get Ready With Me Cosmetics one. And last is the Squad Happy Pot, definitely more orange. So yeah, does this look like what's on my face right now? I really don't think so. This is way closer. I guess this is the warmer version of this Can Make one I have. I'm kind of disappointed because it's not the brown pinkish blush I was thinking it would be based on this color. And the swatches is what got me, because I was like, oh, it's similar to this. I can get it in a better formula. I don't like using this on the cheeks because I use it on my lips, and the doe foot applicator I use on my lips. I want to go over all the claims and confirm with you if they are right in my opinion. So the first one is it's long lasting and hydrating. For the long lasting part, I will say if it's long lasting in my check-in later at night because I have to do a wear test. And next, hydrating. I don't think it's hydrating because it's a matte finish with a slight sheen. That doesn't mean that it's hydrating. I don't feel hydration. Next, it's a multi-use cream you can use on your lids, cheeks, and lips. I agree you can use them in all areas, but I prefer them on the lips and the cheeks because on the eyes, I prefer more colorful eyeshadow. But it still works on all three surfaces. Next, it has a velvety matte finish with a little bit of sheen. I agree with that part. Kept the sheen on my face, which is a good thing. You can use them with a brush, makeup sponge, or your finger. I agree as well. As you saw in my demo, I used a finger here, a sponge here, and it worked well in both methods. So now my thoughts. As I keep repeating, I am kind of disappointed. I wish it was more brown. I wish it was more this color. I wish it didn't sheer out so much and lost the brownness, because I'm scared that if I layer it on, I'll have just a big patch of blush. Like, yeah, sure, it's brown, but it's not blended anymore if I keep layering this on. I just want to note that I should have looked better in the swatches. Well, I really looked at the swatches before buying it. The 100% sugar swatch, I'll show it here. It really does not show brown, but I was really hoping, like, what if they just photographed it raw? But no, it's really not brown. Oh well. On the lips, it kind of wore off in the middle, maybe because I put a gloss, but I will see later if it wore out on the cheeks and the eyes. But on the lips so far, I'll reapply with just this without the lip gloss after I film so that I can see how long it really wears. But then I'll eat, so does it really matter? I don't know. Based on everything, the demo and all, I am happy with the formula. I hope that I helped you decide if you want to pick a color up. I won't be mad if someone gives me another color because it's a nice formula and it's easy to use, but it's kind of hassle that you have to squirt it out. It's not very travel friendly. Like, imagine being on the LRT and just like, as if I'm gonna be in the LRT anytime soon. So if you want to see more reviews, more content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, now cutting to wear test. Go! This is what my face looks like right now. I just finished filming and it is 8 in the morning. I will see you in a bit. 4-hour time check. It is 12 o'clock. I reapplied earlier at 8 my lips, so I feel the crusties. It looks fine, I guess. The eyes still there, the cheeks still there. So far, so good. Hello, it is 8 p.m. Okay. Oh, here, 8 p.m. I want to wash my face already. It's been 12 hours. So let's see what happened to my face. Very little blush left, and I am having, like, I'm not sure if it's oil or sweat. The one on my eyes still kind of there. That's the end of the wear test. 12 hours. I hope you enjoyed the video again. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.